All right, let's jump right in. We need to talk about a pretty serious warning from AI pioneer Emad Mostaque. He believes we have an incredibly small window to basically rewrite the rules of civilization before AI changes, well, everything.
So this isn't some far-off sci-fi thing. Mostaque has put a real number on it, a ticking clock, really. And it started not too long ago, with huge implications for, well, for all of us.
This quote really hits home. Right now, a lot of us probably see AI as, well, a bit of a clumsy intern, right? It's not quite there yet. But that's the whole point of his warning. We're getting dangerously close to a tipping point where, practically overnight, it goes from a fun toy to a replacement for human brain power.
So here it is, 900 days. Starting from late 2024, Mostaque says we've got about 900 days to make the big calls that are going to shape everything. And let's be clear, this isn't about killer robots or some Hollywood movie plot. The real threat he's talking about is economic. It's about a world where human labor just isn't worth what it used to be.
So why the huge rush? What's behind this 900-day countdown? It all comes down to the absolutely insane speed at which AI is getting smarter.
Okay, look at this. This really shows the massive leap we've taken. Yesterday's AI? It was basically a dumb intern. It was all about big data, tracking your clicks to sell you stuff. But today, it's a whole different ballgame. We're talking superhuman coders, complex multitaskers. And this last one is key. It's learning from first principles. It's moving way past that goldfish memory stage.
And the pace of this change, it's just mind-blowing. It's not a gentle slope, it's a rocket launch. I mean, think about it. Just a year ago, AI was like a decent high school math student. A few months ago, it's winning gold medals against the smartest kids on the planet in math, physics, and coding. And the version you and I are using right now, that's already ancient history compared to what's being built in the labs.
So this explosion in intelligence isn't just an academic exercise. It's about to send a massive shockwave through the economy. And this is where it gets really personal, where we talk about our jobs and our careers.
And this is Mostaque's warning, straight up. He says if your job can be done from the other side of a screen, so think accounting, web design, coding, you name it, an AI will be able to do your job better and cheaper in just 2 to 3 years. That's not a long time.
And here's the kicker. It really all boils down to simple economics. Mostaque figures that pretty soon a company could get a digital clone of a worker, one that works 24/7, never makes a mistake, never asks for a raise, for about $1,000 a year. 1,000! And you know that price is only going to go down.
So, how does a person compete with that? I mean, really, how? This is a huge deal because, for the first time ever, that fundamental link between a company's growth and hiring more people, it's breaking. Why hire more humans when you can just rent more computing power to scale up? It completely changes the game.
And look, this isn't just theory. We're already seeing the first tremors. The big tech giants, they've already hit the brakes on hiring grads. The IMF is sounding the alarm. Even the old economic rules are breaking down. Tweaking interest rates to create jobs, that might not work anymore. The very value of human cognitive work is on the line.
So with this massive disruption staring us in the face, we're basically at a fork in the road. And Mostaque frames the choice we have to make in a way that's, well, pretty easy to understand. Are we building a Star Trek future, or are we heading for Star Wars?
And here are the two options on the table. The Star Wars path, that's where AI is closed off, controlled by a few massive corporations, and used for surveillance and control. But the Star Trek path, that's a different story. That's OpenAI, where individuals have control. It's a tool for empowerment, for creating abundance, for letting humans flourish.
One of the biggest dangers of that Star Wars future is this idea he calls AI colonialism. Just imagine for a second if the AI that runs everything, the common sense for the whole planet, is built with the values of just one place, like Silicon Valley. It would basically impose one worldview on billions of people, shaping our cultures, our businesses, everything. That's a scary thought.
And here's the thing we absolutely have to get our heads around. This technology is not going to get dumber. It's a one-way street. It will only get more and more powerful, which means the decisions we make right now about who's in charge of it, who gets to use it, what values we build into it, those decisions are going to lock us in for decades.
Okay, so we've got this countdown, we've got these two very different futures. What in the world can we actually do about it? The good news is, this isn't just about what governments and giant companies do. There are things each of us can do.
Mostaque actually lays out a super clear personal action plan, Step 1. Use the tools. Seriously, spend an hour a week just playing with AI. Get a feel for what it can do. Step 2. Build your own AI team. Stop thinking of it as a threat and start thinking of it as your superpowered assistant. And step 3, and this is so important, double down on what makes us human. Strengthen your relationships, your community, that human touch that AI can never, ever replicate.
But beyond what we do personally, there's a bigger fight here, and that's the fight for transparency. Think about it. If our governments start using these closed-off, black box AI systems to make decisions about our lives, we could easily slide into a weird kind of autocracy where nobody even knows how the rules are being made. We have to demand that the AI systems running our society are open and accountable to us.
So here we are. The clock is ticking. The tech is accelerating like nothing we've ever seen. This really isn't science fiction anymore. It is the defining challenge of our generation. And, according to Emad Mostaque, that 900-day clock is running. The choices we make, or the ones we don't make, in this tiny window are going to decide our future. So the only question left is, what kind of future are we going to choose to build?